Black hotel maid answered a call in Dutch in front of the millionaire, then he asked to see her. The lobby of the Grand Haven Hotel glittered with marble and chandeliers, a place where wealth spoke louder than words. Guests in designer suits moved like they owned the world, and the staff knew their role: silent, invisible, obedient. Among them was Naomi, a single mother and maid. She worked endless shifts, her uniform always neat, her smile always polite. To most, she was just another face that faded into the background. Until that night. At the check-in desk, a man of power stood impatiently. Victor DeWitt, billionaire investor, ruthless and feared in every boardroom. He was surrounded by his assistants, snapping orders in English and French. But then his phone rang, the voice on the other end spoke rapid Dutch. Victor frowned. None of his assistants understood. He cursed under his breath, frustrated. And then, from across the lobby, a clear voice cut through. Hij dat de transactie al is afgerond. He said the transaction is already complete. Everyone turned. It was Naomi. The maid. Standing frozen with a stack of towels in her arms, her cheeks flushing under the sudden attention. Victor's eyes narrowed. You speak Dutch? Naomi hesitated, but nodded. Yes, sir. Fluently. A silence fell. Guests whispered. His assistants shifted uncomfortably, none of them had caught a word of the call, and yet this maid had translated with perfect confidence. Victor's gaze lingered, sharp as a knife. Come with me. They led her upstairs, past velvet carpets and gold-trimmed doors. In the penthouse suite, Victor dismissed his team with a wave. It was just him and Naomi now. Sit, he ordered. She hesitated, then obeyed. For a moment, he just studied her. The powerful man who intimidated presidents was now curious. Where did you learn Dutch? He finally asked. Naomi clasped her hands, her voice steady but low. My mother was from Suriname. Dutch was spoken in our home. Later, I studied languages. Dutch, German, even Mandarin. Victor leaned forward. And yet, you clean rooms. Her eyes hardened. Because when my husband left, I had a son to feed. Degrees don't always pay rent. The honesty cut deeper than any flattery. Victor sat back, silent. His mind raced. Here was a woman dismissed as invisible, yet she held knowledge his own educated staff lacked. The next morning, the hotel buzzed with rumors. Naomi was seen walking beside Victor, carrying not towels, but a laptop. She had been invited to sit in on a private meeting, translating live as European partners dialed in. By the end of the day, a contract worth hundreds of millions was signed, all thanks to her precision. When the executives asked who had made it possible, Victor didn't hesitate. Not my team. Her. Gasps filled the room. A maid being credited by a billionaire? It was unthinkable. But Victor wasn't finished. At dinner that evening, in front of the hotel's most powerful guests, he rose and raised a glass. Last night, I mocked fate by thinking brilliance wears a suit. Today, I was corrected. Brilliance wears a maid's uniform. All eyes turned to Naomi, who sat stunned, cheeks burning as applause rose around her. Victor approached her table, setting down a crisp envelope. Inside, a full scholarship for her son. And an employment contract, not as a maid, but as his international liaison. Naomi's hands shook as she looked up. Victor's voice was softer now. Don't ever let anyone make you feel invisible again. That night, when she walked back through the lobby, no one saw the maid anymore. They saw the woman who had shocked a billionaire, and changed her life with a single phone call.